pay the cost. Ooh, gon' take it all. Take it all. I record, then I'm ball. I ignored a lot of calls. You ain't talking about nothing, I ain't got no time. Got that dinero on my mind. Ooh, I got real problems just like you. Tell that bitch I don't like you. Ain't nothing to it. Real one. Ain't nothing to it. Boss. Ain't nothing to it. Real one. Ain't nothing to it. I boss. Real one. Boss.
Yeah. 100 million crib, 3 million watch, all facts, no cap, false. Nigga, you not a boss, you got a boss. Niggas getting jerked, that shit hurts, I take it personally. Niggas rather work for the man than to work with me, just so they can pretend they on my level. That shit is irking to me. Pride always goeth before the fall, almost certainly. It's disturbing what I gross.
What I gross.
Survey says you not even close. Everybody's bosses till it's time to pay for the office. To them invoices separate the men from the boys. Over here we measure success by how many people successful next to you. Here we say you broke if everybody is broke except for you. Bows.
Ain't nothing to it. Real one. Ain't nothing to it. Boss. Ain't nothing to it. Real one. Ain't nothing to it. I boss. Real one. Boss. Oh yeah. Ain't nothing to it. I boss about my mama whip. My great-great-grandchildren already rich. That's a lot of brown turn on your Forbes list. Frolicking around my compound on my fortress. Oh, I'll be riding around with my seat reclining. Dropping my daughter off at school every morning. We slamming car doors. I be trolling on these bum whores. You ain't talking about nothing, I ain't got no time. Pause, chill, tell them caps they gotta relax. You try, toes in the sand, mama getting fast. Ain't nothing to it, nothing to it. Real one, ain't nothing to it. Pause, ain't nothing to it. Real one, ain't nothing to it. Pause, real one, oh yeah.
Shout out to Ruby and Sir Love Blue.
Shout out to everybody in internet radio land.
Yeah.
It's the Boss Lady Chronicles radio show. And shout out to my girl Sexy for Spite, Afi the artist, and what's your other one? Scorpion. Scar Scorpion Management.
Hi, everybody.
Well, on a day like this, when I'm not really feeling like a boss, I'm feeling like a peasant. I would
Lady,
rather,
you are
I would
always
rather
a
have,
boss.
Well,
Come
thank you.
on.
But you know what it is? I know I embrace everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? You have to embrace it because in order for you to be really what you are, you have to accept every part of it. Right. And today, I'm not feeling like a boss. I don't feel pretty.
You know I can relate.
I'm telling you, it's been a long day. That's the first thing. It's been a long day for me. I was up at 6:30, which is not that's rare. I was up at 6:30. I was out of the house at 7. I mean, I had a meeting at 7 for the first time in, I don't know how long. But I have to thank and shout out Mr. Ron Rolson. He brought me into his meeting group this morning, introduced me to do some networking, and I really felt like, you know, it was good. It was good. It was worth it.
Great start for your day.
And I'm going to, it's actually called Knights of the Round Table. So I'm going to give you guys some of the pointers that he gave to the group this morning.
Okay.
And you can, you know, think about where you are with it. Because the first thing he said was, if you want to soar like the eagles, you cannot play with the chickens.
Oh, no.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, I'm speaking personally, I've always tried to include people in what I did.
Right.
Because
Me
I
too.
knew I was special. But special didn't mean better.
Right.
Special meant aware of
your
my gifts.
Correct.
Some people are not aware of their gifts. So in order for you as a person who, that's like really a blessing to have.
Yeah.
You can see people who are lost, who want to have passion for something, end up having passion for the wrong things,
Yeah.
and continue to go like a merry-go-round, around and around in circles. So being that I had that gift, I didn't want to just keep it to myself, because when you're blessed, you have to be a blessing to others.
Correct.
And unfortunately, and we all know, sometimes when you share and bring people around, their negative, bad energy gets into your situation.
Ooh, child, you preaching to the choir.
It certainly does. And it's unfortunate, you know, and it seems like we've heard this plenty of times.
Yeah.
You know, just the other day, Diddy was talking about, if you want to get somewhere, you gotta look at the people around you.
Well, you know, one of the quotes that I really live by is, for elevation, there must be isolation.
Yes.
Because sometimes you tend to surround yourself with people that you're used to,
Yes.
and that you know,
And that's
you
your
grew
comfort
up
zone.
with, and that's your comfort zone. But when you realize that you've been dumbing yourself down this whole time
To put
to
it
fit
mildly.
in, right? As
Yes.
you said, to put it mildly.
Yes.
And then when you realize that it's not serving you, your purpose,
No.
as who you are supposed to be here on this earth, then there comes a time where you have to separate
Yes.
so that you can grow.
Some people are scared to grow. Some people don't want to change. Shout out to my partner at Truth Vibe TV. Will be coming with us tomorrow still?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we have double doses tonight.
Back
Tomorrow
to
will
back.
be fabulous.
Yes.
I promise I'll be fabulous, because I've been out now, like I said, since 6:30 this morning for a good reason. So I'm gonna just give some of the pointers. The first one he gave was to wake up early, because the early bird gets the worm.
Yes.
And from waking up this morning, I got a lot of stuff done today, which is why I look a little frazzled.
Well, honey, I be up at 5 in the morning
Every morning,
every single day.
because you commute.
Well, I commute. My commute is like about an hour. It doesn't take me that long to
Okay.
get to the city.
Mhm.
But I have always been conditioned to be an early bird. You know,
That's a
I
good
wake
thing.
up early, and I do what I have to do, and then I get ready for work.
Right.
I usually call my best friend. Shout out to my best friend Jackie in Canada. I am her wake up call at 6:45 in the morning. You know. So I'm used.
Really? You
yeah.
talk to the same person every morning?
Every morning at 6:45, I wake up my best friend in Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yes, every single.
That's
day.
dedication.
Well,
Because let me tell you
well,
something.
that's what you call like that's my
That's a
my-
motivation. I
Well,
call it
yeah.
motivate. She's your
Yeah.
motivator.
Yes.
But I'll tell you one thing. I have a friend, I won't name any names, who calls me regularly, and I can't talk to her all the time. And I love her to death, but I'm just like, we're not in kindergarten, we're not in junior high school, we're not in high school, we're not even in college anymore. I can't talk to you every day. I can't.
So-
I can't. I have too much to do. And she doesn't understand. I'm like, listen, I love you.
Aw.
But girl, there's times when she call, and some people just seem like they call at the wrong time,
Yeah.
every time. And then it makes you look bad, because it's like, you never answer my call. I'm like, you never call me at the right time.
Well, this has been my best friend for about 19 years. You know, we came from Trinidad together and everything. And I told my coworkers that I talk to my best friend every day, and they was like, "What?"
Right.
They couldn't believe it.
That's
Because,
I mean,
well,
that's
you know,
special.
we our friendship is definitely very special. We're very much in sync with each other.
Okay.
We relate to each other. Our birthdays is in the same month, so we kind of really know how each other works.
I have a friend like that.
You know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
Erica Johnson Bird. We have
And
the
her
same
name,
name.
and
Same
everything,
name,
too.
1 day apart. So I was born May 12th. She was born May 13th. I spelled my name better than hers because I got the E, the R, the I, the C, and the K, and the A. And she only got the C. So you know I got a little bit more flavor than her. But I love her. That's my twin. We are a day apart. And I promise you our lives have been so identical with the things that we've gone through in our life, especially our men. So I got to tell that, you know. So I get it. I get what you're saying. But, you know, I get agitated sometimes when people call me too much. When I'm like, you want to help?
You know what? I have
Don't
that
call me.
one person.
You know what you need to call me to do? Ask me. Don't say, how's the kids? How's your mother? How's your father?
The same
How's your
basic
sister?
conversation is not gonna work.
I can't.
No. Well, you see, my best friend and I, we are always like either planning something.
That's what it has
we
to
have
be.
a lot of trips coming up and stuff for the new year and stuff. So
That's
we're
the
like,
only way I could
every
do
day
it.
it's a countdown. Every day it's we always find something common to talk about, something that
It has to
you
be
know.
progressive.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
sorry. My attention span is very short. If you're not talking about something that's gonna get me somewhere, I can't. No
I'm like that
disrespect.
with most other people. With my best friend, we can talk about everything and nothing. We can be on the phone sometimes, and she's doing something and I'm
Right.
doing something, but the phone is still on.
Right.
Just like kind of like keep each other's company, and it's
Oh,
fine. I can't do
God.
that with everybody. I can't. I
mean,
I just can't.
I don't know. I gotta think about that. But okay. So he said wake up early.
Right.
Have a health regimen, some kind of health regimen, right? I'm not the most healthiest eater, but I don't like a lot of fast foods. I hate taking my kids to McDonald's. I hate when they want McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because no disrespect, McDonald's. I hope that's not one of our sponsors. But I'm trying to
Eat healthy.
eat healthy.
Yeah, because
And he's saying do something. There's some people that get up at 5 and do 20, 20, 20. So it's 20 of maybe meditation, 20 minutes, 20 minutes of working out, and maybe 20 minutes of planning their day. That's a good one. Because I always write down what I want to do, when I want to accomplish in a day.
in a day, yeah.
Shout out, I don't think Ron Wilson is on Instagram. He's on Facebook. I want to shout him out. Thank him for inviting me to the Nights of the Round Table this morning at 7 a.m. I was the first one there. I got there at 6:45. I was surprised myself. So he says have a health regimen, something, change
I agree
something.
with
Even
that.
if you change one thing.
Yeah.
It also says live below your means. That's kind of hard. Because my means is already low. So I'm already living below my means.
And
but
you know what they say, right? Us people of color,
Yes,
we
we
tend
splurge.
to always live above our means.
Right.
And it's kind of a bad precedent because we pass it down to our kids.
Yes.
And it just like perpetuates the cycle.
I have an explanation for it, though.
You do?
Yeah.
Let me hear.
Because we live in the moment because our future is so. Some of us, we just have to enjoy every moment because life is short.
Yeah.
We are a people who go through so much adversity. So when it's time to celebrate, we celebrate anything.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day.
Everything.
We celebrate.
Everything.
But that's the problem. Like
Yeah.
you said. We do pass that on. We have to be more disciplined.
Well, what I've been trying to teach my spoiled baby, my daughter, hi Desire. I've been trying to teach her about being conscientious and making a budget because now she's
Right.
working and she wants things and she's not a baby anymore. So it's not good to spoil your kids too much because when they get to that age, like reality hits them when they realize they have to pay their phone bill.
Right.
They have other responsibilities which comes along with being an adult.
Exactly.
So she even made a post on Instagram. Parents, don't spoil your kids because now
she's
I
suffering.
can feel it.
'Cause
Now
now
I
tell her
understand.
no after how many years of telling her yes.
Yes, exactly.
Stop procrastinating. I don't feel like I used to be a big procrastinator, but now I just have a million things that I'm doing. So I may have to just I need to prioritize.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I can't procrastinate. Every day I'm doing something.
Yeah.
But I need to put it in a better order sometimes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, people like you and me, we work, we have our creative side,
Right.
we take care of our families and stuff like that. It's just like finding a balance that becomes the challenge.
Yes.
And we tend to like not want to do the things that we don't want to do, which we should be doing last.
What I do is I try to write at least 4 things down that I want to accomplish in that day. Now, those are tasks.
Right.
Your goals are something different. Those are the things that you want to do in the near future.
Yeah.
So you kind of chart it out. So, of course, every day you want to get some things done. And then you want to know what your goal is for the next month, even if you do it for a month, 2 months, however. So you do need to have goals.
Right.
Don't just talk about it. Write it down. All right,
Plan
everything
and
down.
execute.
Plan.
Yes.
Make a to-do list. So having goals, like I said, is different than making a to-do list. That's attainable right now. Hi, everybody on Facebook.
Hi, everybody on Facebook.
Hi, everybody on Instagram.
Hi, everybody on Instagram.
So the next thing is watch the company you keep. We just talked about
Yeah.
that. Network, volunteer. You know, there's a man who did a movie called Happy, and he went all over the world, and the poorest people in some cases were the happiest people.
Yeah.
Because they weren't, you know, pressured by the things that we're pressured by.
Yeah.
And the last time we had the show, we were talking about how social media has a lot of people depressed because they're so caught up in everybody else's life and what they don't have.
Yes.
That it becomes overwhelming.
Oh, yes. Like, I used to have that conversation with my daughter when she was a little younger, 15, 16, around there, because she started to be a lot more on social media and, you know, was paying attention to just what you said, what everybody else have and what she didn't have.
Right.
So, you know, now that she's a little more mature, she's like not too bothered because she has her
She's
own
coming
life.
to her
She's
identity.
coming into her
Now,
identity.
My 11-year-old and a little bit of my 6-year-old, but my 11-year-old, I have to tell her, you don't worry about brand names at 11 years old because you make what you put on. It doesn't make you.
That's right.
You know, they're already in 5th grade worrying about what's this and what's that. It's not anybody that's putting money in your pocket.
Yeah.
So, I mean, wouldn't you rather be able to get 10 items than one for whatever amount of money you're spending? And if you know how to style and make it look good, it doesn't really matter. When it's on your back, you're wearing you.
I have
you have
that
to
problem.
wear it through.
Not with me.
I don't have that problem
with
anymore.
mine because I am Miss Bargain Shopper. I am Miss Look for a Discount. I am Miss Ask for a Discount. I don't go. My daughter and my friends, they love going shopping with me.
I bet.
Because, honey, if I'm spending money at your establishment, especially a certain amount of money, you got to give me something off. Give me some sort of incentive to tell people about your store.
Well,
give me some sort of incentive to come back.
Absolutely.
You know, $10, $5, whatever it is.
I was at the gas station last night or the night before last. 2 of my kids were in the car with me, and I pulled up to the gas tank, and the guy came to my window and said, "Move." And I looked around. I was like, who's he talking to? I said, what'd you say? He said, "Move." I said, "Move where?" And he was like, "Move up." I said, "That's how you're going to tell me to move up?" So I backed the car up, put it in reverse, and I drove off the lot. And I said, don't you ever spend your money with anybody that disrespects you.
That's right.
You do not put money in somebody's pocket, and they don't even treat you properly.
That's right.
At the gas station. So we're going to get it right. They're going to know that they deserve respect. Wherever they spend their money. I said, if you go somewhere and if they're following you around, leave the store. Because you're keeping their store open. You're keeping their business open. They should have respect for us. Black people, we spend more money than anybody.
I saw a quote today on the internet where it says that everybody is setting up businesses in black neighborhoods. The Asians, the Jews, everybody.
Because we spend the money.
Because they said that we're poor. We have poor spending habits.
Right.
We spend before we save. And that is the problem.
And we don't have any stores except, I don't even know what kind of stores we have. I can hardly find soul food restaurants.
Well, the thing about it, which we're gonna open, which is gonna open up a whole nother can of worms, is if you look at the other groups, they support each other.
Yes.
Black people are famous for not supporting each other.
Yes, unfortunately. So, we're going to move on because we're going to get into that a little bit. We're going to talk about family, friends. We're going to talk about other things, but I want to finish my list. So keep educating yourself in your industry. You cannot go to Google for everything. That's another article we're going to talk about today. Misinformation. You can't go to Google or, everything you see on the internet. I saw it on the internet. You don't even know who published the article, who wrote it.
Or not.
No. So it is your job to continue to be a student if you want to be an expert. You have to read. You have to research. You have to educate yourself or go to a class on something that you're interested in. Not just be on social media being nosy at the doers, because some people do and some people talk about doing.
That's right.
Be a doer, not a talker. And last but not least, he said manage your money better. He said it twice. I guess we need that twice. Yeah. And invest in yourself. That's one thing. I mean, you have to, if you're not going to put money into your own brand, who is? You can't come and expect other people to finance your dream.
That's so true.
I mean, investors is something different I'm talking about. But if you don't want to spend $50 to promote on social media or something like that, I offer to businesses. I'm plugging my program. I have a Limelight Shine program for small businesses or new businesses where I'll come in and do a video story of your company, your service, your product. And it's like you have your own little trailer of what you do, and also help you with your social media.
So allow me to plug mine too, Scorpion Management.
Absolutely.
I formed that company to help all of these different artists that I work with. So a lot of artists are, focused on their craft, but not focused on the business of being an artist.
Yes.
To be an artist, you have to have a website, you have to have a plan, you have to, have certain things in order. So that's where my company, Scorpion Management, comes in.
Are you gonna sign me?
Oh,
finally?
yes,
I've
yes,
been asking
yes,
this girl to
yes.
put me on the roster forever. Now maybe because she's on my show, she'll do it for me.
Yes, finally we got together to do this.
Yes.
So we're gonna put things in motion. So go check out the website, Scorpion Management. If you are an artist, an upcoming artist, an established artist that needs help with your organization, paperwork, marketing, you can reach out to me and I'll get you set up.
Okay, so before we go, you have a song, right, that we're gonna hear on the way back in from the next break.
Yes.
So I forgot what I was about to say.
Well,
Facebook without.
One of the songs, I'm releasing a three-part trilogy of songs.
Right.
And the first one I have released is called Rejection. So the video for it is on the YouTube right now. So we're gonna play it after the break.
The break is now.
Okay.
Watch the breakdown.
Cannon Cigars, proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. You can visit their website at www.cannoncigars.com, Instagram at Cannon Cigars, via email, e-commerce at cannoncigars.com, and area code 212-390-8476. Fresh, discreet, right to your door.
You're listening to WZYE.
Avor Couture Clothing Line Boutique, proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. Located at 134 Evergreen Place, East Orange, New Jersey, Suite 904. Contact them via Instagram at Avor_Couture or www.shopavor.bigcartel.com.
What's up, up, New Jersey? It's your boy Murph, and I'm here on NonFiction Radio to tell you about the best way to turn up whenever it's time to celebrate. I'm here to tell you about that Wavy Baby. Right now, we off that Wavy Baby drink. Make sure you visit www.wavybabydrink.com or follow us on Instagram at Wavy Baby Drink so you can try that blue pineapple, green apple, and peach passion flavor of Wavy Baby. Wavy Baby, don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Feel it.
NonFiction Photo Suite, proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM, NonFiction Radio. Located at 134 Evergreen Place, Suite 904 in East Orange, New Jersey. Specializing in photography, videography, and print. NonFiction booking at gmail.com, 862-205-9817.
This program is brought to you by General Tech Auto Center. They offer vehicle and maintenance repairs such as car batteries, spark plugs, oil filters, air filters, wiper blades, brakes, and much more. General Tech Auto Center is ASC and Master Tech certified and is located at 1129 South Orange Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. The phone number is 973-371-8899.
Cannon Cigars, proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. You can visit their website at www.cannoncigars.com, Instagram at Cannon Cigars, via email, e-commerce at cannoncigars.com, and area code 212-390-8476. Fresh, discreet, right to your door.
And we're back here on NonFiction Radio. It's your girl, Afia, a.k.a. Miss Sexy for Spite, a.k.a. Afia, the artist, manager, and owner of Scarred Scorpion Management. And we're here today with Miss Erica. She just stepped out of the room for a moment. So we're going to keep it going. I'm going to play my song for you called Rejection. The video is up on YouTube right now, so you can look it up. My name AFIYA. The song is called Rejection. Check out the video and tell me what you think. Okay? All right. So let's get into this. All right, we seem to be having some sort of technical difficulty here. All right, and we're back. We were having some technical difficulties before, so let's get into this. I want you to listen to my new song. It's called Rejection. All right? Tell me if you can relate, or if you know someone who can certainly relate to this. Engineer. So do you need me to email it to
Are
you?
we? Always live. We're always ready. Okay, we're always ready for whatever comes our way. We on it. This is the Boss City Chronicles radio show, and I'm here with Afia, the artist. And tell me now, this is your segment, all about you. So
All
grew
about
up
me?
yes, it's all about you. You grew up in Trinidad.
Yes, I did. I grew up in Trinidad and Tobago, my beautiful Twin Island Republic.
Until how old?
Well, I left Trinidad when I was 23 years old with my 5-year-old daughter, and I brought her here to the United States to live with me.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been here ever since. It's been, well, I've been here ever since. She went back home. She lived with her dad for 6 years.
Oh, her dad is in Trinidad.
Yes, he is still there. He does not want to come to America. You
Why?
know, because contrary to people's belief that, America is everything, there are certain people, they don't care for America.
True.
You know what I mean? He lives like a prince out there, and he's comfortable. So he doesn't see any need to uproot himself,
So
his
he's
family.
saying America, y'all are not all that, okay?
Yeah, well, pretty
How
much.
do you feel about that? I mean, having been here.
I've been here for 14 years, so I've experienced quite a bit of what it means to live here in North America, and it's been a real bittersweet experience.
Some good, some bad.
Some good, some bad.
Some ugly.
Yeah, some but I have always been the one to take things in stride as they go. My life has been an adventure.
Right.
And
it should be.
And I would not give it up for the world,
And you shouldn't.
And as I said today, like even on my worst day, I'm living my dream. So, good, bad, or indifferent, I would not change it for the world. Like I really do love my life.
So do you think that you would ever go back permanently?
Permanently? No.
But
No.
you would.
I think I've evolved past the thought of living there permanently.
Is your mom
visit,
there?
No, my mom lives here.
Oh, okay.
To visit, definitely, most definitely. I'll be there soon, Trinidad.
So you always go back.
I'm gonna go back for the first time in 14 years next year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I lived there for like 23 years
Right.
of my life. I really was not in a big hurry to go back to, you know what I
Right.
mean? But I do miss my island. I do miss my country. I do miss my friends and my family and my people there. My life there was pretty good. It was pretty good before I left.
So what is the biggest differences between the islands and this inland place where we call home?
The people, the culture. Here, people tend to be more cold and detached and profit-oriented, and it's hard finding like real genuine people here. Everybody has a motive. Everybody has something that they want to gain or from you. Whereas in Trinidad is a love. I know for a fact that there's people that live there in Trinidad. If you don't have something to eat today, you can go by your neighbor. You could call, you know what I mean? You don't even have to go by the neighbor. The neighbor will come with you. What are you eating today? Nothing? Okay, let me go and bubble a pot or something. Or, look, I just cooked this here. Let me bring this for you. Here in America, if you don't have some money to give somebody to get something to eat, you are going to starve.
I wonder why that do you believe that it goes back to slavery?
Well, the culture of the black people here are way different from the culture of the people in the islands. I'll tell you that.
Okay,
it's way different.
Would you say? I mean, there comes a point in time, even when you're being raised, and your parents weren't the best parents. There comes a time when you have to accept responsibility on your own.
Right.
Right. You can't always blame your parents. So I'm not using this as an excuse, but do you acknowledge the fact that some of it comes from our disconnect from our motherland. Like, for us to be here knowing that this is not where we originated, that's a disconnect. You don't have a disconnect. You're from,
No,
you know
because
where
I
you're
know
from.
where I'm from, yeah.
Right. So would you attribute some of that to it?
Yeah, I think so. What I noticed when I came here the first time, it's definitely a huge culture shift. You know, American culture and subtext African American culture is really lacking in like the basic tenets that you find in other cultures. You know, because of the fact that, you know, there is a disconnect because of slavery.
Right.
You know, even when African Americans go back to the motherland, they're not recognized as
we're not
black
treated, no.
people. They're not recognized as African people.
Right.
They're, you know, black people.
Right.
You know, because, you know, that's what they've been conditioned to. You know.
I think it's, you know, it's sad that is how it is. But in all actuality, even with people who know where they're from, they don't want to be lumped up together as people of color, which we are people of color.
Yeah.
We don't have to, I mean, black strictly seems like it means American black. Because you're brown like me, but you are more considered the island that you come from, not
Caribbean.
The color of your race.
Right.
So that is where we are disconnected as well, because Hispanic people, it's the same thing. It's always what part they're from. It's not their color.
So I'll add to that is what I've noticed is a lot of people who come from other parts of the world, when they come to America, especially people of color, because, you know, there are people of color that live all over the world, born and raised, speak German, speak Japanese, and when they come to America, that's when they know that they're a black person.
Right, because they've never dealt
with that huge racial disparity where they're originally from. They're just people.
But when they're over there, if they're in London, England, right, and they're still color, their skin still has color. They're not treated like a black person.
They're treated like a regular person, like a person.
But they still don't look the same.
It's definitely a disconnect, especially here.
Okay, so now we're a global society, so it doesn't matter. All right, so the whole world is connected through the internet, basically.
Yeah.
But now the problem lies in data, misinformation, cyberbullying, cyber attacks,
false news.
You know, and this is enough to drive some people crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm telling you, when I turn on the news, and I mean, I always wanted to be a newscaster. And I love news and information.
Yeah.
But some of it is very depressing.
Yeah.
I read yesterday or the day before that a man shot his girlfriend in the head because she wouldn't give him $36. And he shot her in the head in front of her 12-year-old daughter. And they had been together for 6 years. Now, what on earth would make somebody accept drugs, because that's the first thing I thought, shoot your girlfriend over $36? And you've been with her for 6 years. I know and we're going to go into how we so get on our men's nerves. I mean, they just can't stand us. When you really look at it, when you look at relationships,
right,
and you look at men who finally are forced to post their women, not all men, but they're forced to post their women on Instagram, and they have to say, my pain, my headache, you know what I'm saying? It still can't even be like, this is the woman who changed my life for the better. It always has to be like, she's a drag, she's a ball and chain. You know what I mean?
Because
you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, do we really get the credit for being who we are? There's a post, you know where I'm going with this. There was a post that we both read about submissive women. You know, and we are battling so many things against us. You have Instagram models. You have so many men feeling comforted by the fact that they just got back together. Carmelo
and
Lala just got back together. You know, Cardi is going back to Offset because she's making little hints now. See, she put it on blast that they were breaking up. And then he came on stage while she was on live performance and broke up the concert.
Now,
what did you think about that? If it was a female, they would have never
exactly. She would have been called all types of crazy, mentally unstable, the B word. That right there is mental abuse and emotional abuse.
Yes, it is.
Yes, because he is not giving her the time that she needs to recover or to get her mind right over whatever it is that he did, whatever it is that caused them to break up. And you know, knowing
we know what it is,
knowing the industry that they're in, honestly and truly, I'm not surprised.
Well, no, we're not surprised.
I'm so not surprised.
When we look at the couples like that was so destructive, self-destructive, like Tina Turner and Ike Turner.
But you know, Tina, she got out of that. And she didn't really want to be a part of that. She just didn't know how to get out.
Right.
But the thing about it is, I saw Rashida. Kirk and Rashida, they had their 19-year anniversary.
Right.
And she is, you know, especially when a couple is married. Now, I've never been married, so I'm just looking at it from an outsider's point of view. So what I'm saying is, if a couple is married and they decide that they want to go through what they go through and get back together, stay together, whether they do it for the kids, whether they do it for themselves or for whatever business arrangement they have going on, that's those people's business.
That's their choice.
The internet has made everybody feel that they have a right
to have
an opinion. Now, you could have your opinion. That's fine. But get this, it's still none of your business.
And they don't even know you.
That's what I'm saying.
About your opinion. We're talking about them. They don't even know we're talking about them right now.
Right. So the thing about it is, everybody wants to use everybody else's, especially the celebrity couples, relationships and their interactions and stuff like that, to make themselves really feel better about what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Now Cardi is talking about she misses his piece, tool, gun. I'm not supposed to say the word D-I-C-K at this time anymore because we're on FM, or we might be on FM, or whatever the case is. But y'all know what I'm talking about. She's saying she
and
misses
nothing
that,
is wrong with that because they're a married couple. They're a married couple.
Yes.
You understand? When it's a married couple, that's their business. They can break up if they want to. It's within her rights to not take him back. But you don't have an opinion to say she should or she shouldn't.
We do have an opinion.
You know, I mean, you do have an opinion, but exactly.
And she don't know what our opinion is. Well, you know, when people, it's so funny when I read people's comments on celebrities' pages, and they just swear that they're friends with these celebrities. Like, they talk like, you know, we know each other.
Right.
And that's the fantasy of social media. And this is the problem, because reality has gone away. I don't know what's real anymore. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
social media has made it so accessible for artists and entertainers and movie stars to be viewed, approachable, and to be, you know, within a regular person realm.
Right.
Because before there was a lot of mystery.
There was no way to get.
There was no way for you to get in touch with a celebrity. No. But now they can send a post. They can put up a post, and you can send them a message or make a comment, and they will read. They will comment, because I have had. You know, I've made people comments, and I've had people respond to me. Like the other day, my daughter, she made a post for Halloween. She dressed up as Bernice Burgos.
Oh, right? Wow, okay.
And she put a picture. Somebody tagged Bernice in it. Bernice replied, reposted it on her page. My daughter was like, "Don't talk to me. I'm famous. Don't talk to me, mommy. I'm famous." She was screaming down the house.
Right.
You know, she couldn't believe it, because it was just it's so tangible.
It is.
You know?
But it's still not real.
It's not real. You don't know these people. You don't. You really don't. It's like me. I don't use my real name on my social media sites. So when I'm walking in the street and somebody calls me sexy for spite, I know it has to be either one or two things. They either really know me really, really well, or it's somebody who follows me on Instagram.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But do you think that, with the age of these social media outlets, we know how dangerous it is to meet someone on social media because you don't know anything about their background. You only know what they are sharing with you. It's hard enough to meet somebody in another county or in New York City because they can have a whole life going on that you'll never be aware of.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You don't know nothing. But then it's kind of like when you want to stay local, then you got to worry about being with somebody that everybody done had and been with already for the whole life. So it's like you don't know really what to do in this day and age when it comes to dating. And it's so unfortunate because I'm seriously, and I never give up hope, but it's like all the garbage, all the frogs,
the dating
all the
scene.
frogs you gotta kiss to get to the prince. It's
Listen
a
to me.
tiresome job.
So since we're on social media,
Jeez.
there is a quote that I saw. It says, dating now is like when you buy you pick up a muffin and you're thinking it's chocolate chip and then you bite into it and it's blueberry, then you're like, ugh. Then you avoid muffins on the whole because you don't want to deal with that disappointment. That is exactly how I feel about dating right now. Like, I'm extra single, like I said.
I know.
And I'm happy. I'm comfortable with my life.
This is the first time that I've been able to deal with it without it being a problem for me. I always thought, I'm a relationship person. I'm not a dater.
Right.
So I was just like, you feel like you're such a fish out of water.
Yes.
The dating game
Trust me,
right
I
now
can
is
relate.
So I don't even know what it can't even be called dating.
It's not. It's not because
it's like hit it and split. That's what I mean. And this is another thing. A lot of females know what is going on, like you said, because they're living like, or they think they're living like celebrities. So they know that this guy. One Instagram post said, "Don't worry about if he has other ones. Just worry about how much time you're gonna get, or something like that." I can't get jiggy with that. I can't. I just can't. I'm just gonna be.
I can't. As you said, I am a relationship person, so I have been like through the ringer with that thing called a relationship.
Well, so this leads us back to the talk about the submissive woman and the successful, powerful, aggressive woman.
Right.
So now, if something is wrong, and we speak on it, just like Offset, like you said, walking up on stage, everybody's got their cameras. The DJ was like, egging him on, telling him that was good. If it was her, it would have been security.
Yep.
Get her out of here.
Yep.
And men are, I hate to sound like a male basher. I love my men.
You're not a male basher.
But, somebody has to speak up about what is going on. Because it's so unfair.
Like, we have to stop feeling guilty for
being successful.
For being successful and for calling it out. Calling out these men when they do the wrong thing.
But then we're a bitch. Then we're an angry black woman. Then we're a woman scorned by Erica Williams. Check it out. It's on Amazon.
She's plugging her book.
Yes.
A Woman Scorned by Erica. On Amazon.
Today. I'm only letting y'all see a glimpse of me. But it's like men want the woman who is going to let them walk all over them, it seems.
So did you see my post the other day where I talked about, so now I realize that, what's his name? Joel Santana finally proposed to the girl, and all these men who've had their women for like 10, 15 years with, 25 groupies in between, like having extra babies in between the relationship. So the woman has to make herself a complete doormat.
Yes.
She has to accept whatever crap he's willing to dish out until he realizes that, this is the one who
But he realizes it over and over. Because even when they get them back, they do the
it
same
again.
thing.
But then
now, did he propose propose because he's going to jail?
Pretty much, because I've had people who've been in situations like that. They got married because they were going to go to jail and stuff like that, so that they can get visits and be able to have sex and stuff like that.
Right.
But
is that how I want my guy?
That's certainly not how I want mine.
Myself, because I know older women, like friends of my mom,
Read my
who
lips.
went through so much to finally have their husband. Because why do they have him now? Because he's in a wheelchair. Because he's old. Because he can't do anything now. Those are the years he reserves for his wife.
But you cannot blame the man.
Not all the time.
You can't blame the man all the time, because.
But you just said if somebody wants to get back with the person, that's their choice.
That's their choice. Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. That you can't blame the man all the time, because people will give you what you're willing to accept.
Right, that's true. But then you end up being single because you don't accept
Single is not a bad place to be. Have you read? There's this book I want you to read. Since you're kind of like me, you're a relationship type person and find yourself being single and learning to be okay with being single. There's a book called "What a Time to Be Alone" by the Slumflower. Her name is @the Slumflower on Instagram.
Why is it Slumflower?
Listen, read me. She started a movement called Saggy Boobs Matter.
Oh my goodness.
Because she got fed up of, men idealizing women with these perky breasts. Because, there's some women who have the funds to be able to go get their boobs done. So the balance of the rest of the population who don't have it, they're the ones who get looked down on. She was like, to hell with that. I'm not putting on a bra to make myself desirable for no man. I'm desirable to myself. And she started a movement called Saggy Boobs Matter. Then she wrote a book. Miss Lady is all over the place now. She's a spokesperson for Adidas. She's from England. She's from the United Kingdom. Okay. She's been featured in Vogue. You have to find her. She's called the Slumflower.
I certainly will.
You have to. She is amazing. She's like one of my heroes on Instagram. She has made me embrace myself and love myself even more.
So, we have 1 minute.
What is the
reason why, we should know the reason why a man would prefer a submissive woman, but why is it why are they so uncomfortable with women who are successful and powerful and aggressive?
Because men have been erroneously thought that a strong woman emasculates them.
And on that note,
we'll be right back.
This program is sponsored by Lyman's Cafe Caribbean. They provide inviting music, friendly smiles, and great taste in Caribbean foods and a taste of the islands. Lyman's Cafe is located at number 5 Winan Street in East Orange, New Jersey. The web address is www.lymanscafe.com and the phone number is 973-674-2992.
Bello Credit, specializing in collections, liens, bankruptcies, and foreclosures. Proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. Contact them at www.repair@bellocredit.com. Area code 631-248-4071. Financial freedom. Now that's Bello.
St. James Gate Public House, located at 167 Maplewood Avenue, Maplewood, New Jersey. Proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. www.stjamesgatepublichouse.com. 973-378-2222. The best Guinness this side of the pond.
Cannon Cigars, proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. You can visit their website at www.cannoncigars.com, Instagram at Cannon Cigars, via email, e-commerce at cannonscigars.com, and area code 212-390-8476. Fresh, discreet, right to your door. Cannon Cigars, proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. You can visit their website at www.cannoncigars.com, Instagram at Cannon Cigars, via email, e-commerce at cannonscigars.com, and area code 212-390-8476. Fresh, discreet, right to your door.
Orange, Juice Bar and Outdoor Cafe, located at 189 Main Street, Orange, New Jersey. Proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. Instagram, orange.juice.bar. Smoothies, shakes, and health.
You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, Maplewood, New Jersey, broadcasting from Essex.
You're listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, Maplewood, New Jersey, broadcasting from Essex County.
In Treyway, King New York, looking for the queen.
You got the right one. No. Queens, Brooklyn.
Got that wet, got that drip, got that super soaker. Hit that, she a Fifi, honey, Kiki, she eat my like it's free. I don't even know like why I did that. I don't even know like why I hit that. All I know is that I just can't whack that. Told to her no, so she won't fight back. Turn around, hit it for the back. Back her down, then I make it clap. I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no. Draco got that kickback when I blow that. They all do track, they don't shoot back. One shot, close range, right down head tie. Yeah, I did that, yeah, I live that. Call up Uber with my shooter, with a Ruger. We gon' do it. They say they killing people, but I really do it. I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no.
He tryna 69 like Takashi, call him Papi, worth the ASAP, keep me rocky. I'm from New York, so I'm cocky. Say he f***ing with my posse, caught me Chloe like Kardashian. Keep this in Versace, said I'm pretty like Tanashi. Put it all up in his face, did I catch a case? Ain't just caught a body, but I never leave a trace. Face is pretty after days. I get chips, I ask for lace. I just sit back and when he done, I be like, yo, how to taste? Yo, how to taste?
I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends.
Hey yo, Draco got that kickback. When they kick back, you can't get your back. In fact, it's that bitch that I hate small talk. I don't with your chat. AC just stopped working, so they hit me. Told me bring my wrist back. Come through rockin' fashions that got all these bitches like yo, what's that?
I don't really want no friends.
I don't really want no friends, no.
Eeny, money, more. I catch her right by her toe. If she ain't fucking me and Nikki, kick that right through the jaw. I don't really want no friends. My old boy just bought this Benz. Nikki just hopped in the shit. Now I won't see that bitch again. Eeny, money, more. I catch her right by her toe. If she ain't fucking me and Nikki, kick that right through the jaw.
Young money bunny. Colorful hair, don't care. I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no. I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no.
Girl, you done stepped on some men's toes. Lord have mercy. Hallelujah. Nobody's going to want us after this.
Sorry, not
Nobody's
sorry.
gonna want
Thank
us.
God I want my damn self.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to business. Yes. So now the truth hurts. And if the truth hurts, then you need to do something about it. That means
It's the truth.
The problem. Look in the mirror. Own up to something. I cannot take the blame for everything some knucklehead wanted to do because I wouldn't accept it. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm better than that. I know what I deserve.
Listen to
and
me.
I'm
There
ready
are
to
so
sit
many
and
men,
wait.
they get mad at you because you don't want to accept the shit that they dish out.
Yes. So
they be so mad.
So we have, I mean, we do have plenty of couples to talk about in this case. We have Fab and Emily. We have, you just mentioned Juelz and Kimbella. We have Carmelo and Lala. We have Jay-Z. He's on the daggone list. I'm so disappointed. You know what I mean? Who else was it? One more person. Oh, Cardi and Offset.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why
Kirk and
should
Rashida.
we have to Kirk and Rashida? Why should we have to, in order to not lose our man completely? Because I'm not going to lie. There were certain times where I questioned myself, like, if I would have just did this, he would have just did that.
And that's where the mental and emotional abuse comes in.
Exactly.
I have someone that I know. She's actually going through a divorce right now, and her ex-husband to be, he blames her for everything. He has a borderline personality disorder where nothing is ever his fault.
Yes, there's another one called narcissistic personality disorder, and I was engaged to that one.
That is just so unfortunate. You know what, guys? You guys miss out on great women when you behave like that.
Do they? Okay, so do they, if the woman who is giving them a hard time because she loves him enough to want him to do better and be a better person, right? Then you have the side chick who's like, oh, honey, it's okay. Don't think about her. I'm here whenever you need me. Whatever you want me to do, I'm going to do. And he falls into that trap. And he thinks that the grass is greener over there.
Yep.
I don't know if a lot of them ever bump their heads and realize that. I think they just ride off into the sunset with the side chick.
Well, you have to understand that, everybody was raised differently.
Right.
So you would find that a man who's been raised with his father, who was the breadwinner, the head of the household, the man who's respected, who was, the rock for his family, there for his wife, and they've had like 30-something, 40-something years of married bliss. Those are the offspring that you would find tend to do the same thing because, children do what they see, not what you tell them.
Yes.
So you have to understand a lot of people are products of broken homes.
Yes.
They've seen their father step out on their mother. They've seen their mother be somebody's side chick.
Right.
You understand? So a lot of them fall into that same cycle and pattern because they think that's normal behavior. They think that's, normal life. And, it might be their reality. It might be the norm for them.
Right. But how come it's a lot?
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
But,
people.
We live in a 360-degree world, so just as much as it has bad, it has good. That's how I look at everything.
Okay. That's
So, for every man who has a narcissistic personality disorder and is mentally and emotionally abusive, there's a one who's equally the opposite.
Well,
It's
where they
just,
at? Because I need to go find them.
Girl, we used to have a saying. He either his mother ain't born yet or his father dead.
Right.
Okay.
So okay.
But no, not to like
Right.
to dash hopes or anything because we're hopeful. We're still hopeful.
Right.
But in the meantime, I don't think now is the time that we excel in our personal lives.
That's right.
You figure out who you are because I had to tell somebody today,
you
love will leave you unfocused and broke.
It certainly will. And also, when I get to that place, I do want someone who will compliment me. So maybe he's there on the next level when where I'm going.
Right.
Because the ones that's down here with me, I'll flush them down the toilet. I don't want to deal with it.
I say all the time, anything I've lost, I wasn't really meant to have.
True.
You know what I mean? There's always something better and greater coming. So I never lack. I just transition.
That's a
You
good way to
understand?
put it.
Yeah, because you have to take everything as a learning experience.
Right.
And you learn from your mistakes and you get better. And sometimes you will do the same thing over again. You will make the same mistake over again. because you didn't learn the first time.
Okay. So we're all right. So that we don't want to seem like male bashing women.
Because we are not.
We are not.
We are not. I love my guys. Shout out to my whole Trinidad massive who's tuned in right now. My whole Trinidad posse, my Canada posse, my Brooklyn posse. You know, shout out to my best friend Jackie. She's on. She's looking on. Shout out to my daughter, my dancer, my choreographer.
What part do we play though? We have to be honest. We have to give both sides. What part do we play in it? That we do, because it's kind of like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Pretty much.
Because I'm not a doormat. You're not gonna walk all over me, but I am very giving. I'm very submissive when I'm following a leader. That's what we said.
Thank you.
You can't follow anybody.
And this is the thing. This is the thing that men don't realize with women. Strong women, smart women are submissive to a man who can teach them something, who they can learn from, who can lead them into their divine purpose.
Right.
If I'm with you and you're not talking nothing of sense,
I don't have to listen to you.
I'm not listening to you. I'm telling you straight up. I'm not listening to you. I'm doing because God gave me my own mind, my own brain. Right. You understand? And I know right from wrong.
Make sense.
Pretty much.
I know.
Yes.
I know when something doesn't make sense. So
you know, they say we leave the relationship mentally and emotionally before we leave physically. And it doesn't have to be another man. Strong and smart women, they realize what's up and they gone. They gone.
So are the side chicks winning, actually? Because I read a post. Now we're going to go into some of our Instagram posts that we've liked over the last week. I read something that says sometimes you have to just let him be another person's headache.
That's true.
What catches us up is when we think that he's changed for that person and not for us.
Well, you know, another problem that we run into is that you train the man for the next one. But, you know, everybody should leave you a better person. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. If they've had a relationship with you and you are a good person, they're going to learn some things from you. Right. They're going to learn where they went wrong and things that they should and shouldn't do. And you know what I say? Go with God. Go with God. And I hope you become a better man, a better person for the next person. No harm, no foul.
That's so hard to really mean. That's so hard to mean it. It really is. I mean, you're supposed to do that so you don't bring bad energy on yourself by wishing somebody something, you know, revenge or wishing them bad. Right. You're supposed to let it go to heal yourself.
Yeah.
But in all actuality, it's very hard to do that.
It is hard
to do,
but it's doable.
Because when you put your time and energy,
it's doable.
It is doable. There's nothing that I can't do.
It is doable.
And you know what? I hear one here right here says a peace of mind is better than a piece of a man. If I can't have all of you, I just can't. I don't want to do it.
The thing about it is, especially like women like us who, you know, we're one-man women. Like, we want one man to learn to love 100 different ways every single day of our life. And we can do that. But at the same time, just like how we are, there's people who are the complete opposite of us. There are people who are going to want to play the field. There's some women, they're not happy with one man. One man is not doing it for them. And nothing is wrong with that. That's just their truth. But, you know, I think if a man wants to live a free life and, you know, sleep with who he wants and does what he wants, he needs to let that woman go. Let her find somebody who's going to match with her.
Right.
Because stringing her along, he is mentally abusing that person.
Yes. So
and that's something that you can barely get over. That's the part. Like the physical abuse, your body can heal.
Right.
You know? But the mental abuse part, that's the part that gets to you, and it leaves a lasting impression.
It certainly does for a long time, especially if there are children involved. So I have two that go to what you just said. A plane can't land until the coast is clear. Some of our blessings are stuck in the air because of our environment. Too much mess on the landing strip.
Listen to me. That's the truth.
And to also go with what you just said, you'll end up real disappointed when you go through life thinking people have the same heart as you.
That used to be me.
Always.
That used to be me.
I would give, and expect to, receive the same thing that I'm giving, and I would never get it.
You never get it from those who you give to, because usually people that you give to are takers. They're not givers.
Right.
You have to encounter another giver like yourself.
True.
And that's when it's amazing. When you find someone.
But don't they say opposites attract, though?
Opposites attract, but you still need to have something in common.
Right.
So it's, this whole world and this whole paradigm that we live in is contradictory. It's see, but don't touch.
Right.
Taste, but don't swallow. You know what I mean? So you really like damned if you do and damned if you don't. So with that now, you have to make a conscious decision to do what is best for you, for your life, for your situation. And, thinking that other people has the same mindset as you, if you continue thinking like that, that's going to be a downfall.
True.
Because you're not going to understand when people disappoint you.
So I have a good one for y'all. Let me help y'all out. I'm not obligated to answer my phone or text anybody back. You take everything to heart. It's always about you. Get out your feelings. Sometimes I don't feel like talking. Sometimes I'm simply just busy. Sometimes I just want to be left alone. Like, if you've given so much of yourself for so long, you have to get to that place sometimes where you just shut everybody else out because they've taken from you everything. And rebuild yourself. We were talking about isolation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been going through that for the past couple of years, really. I moved from New York. I left New York after 12 years. And I moved to New Jersey. And it's been the most peaceful I have ever been here in America.
That's good. So you a Jersey girl like me?
I'm a Jersey girl. Like, I'm officially a Jersey girl. I got my Jersey ID and everything. I'm like so blown away sometimes when I think about it, because I'm such a city girl. Like, I'm from the city where I'm from. I was born in town, as we say in Trinidad. Okay. I was born in town. I'm a town girl. I came to New York, where everybody, when you want to come to America, everybody wants to come to New York, and more specifically Brooklyn. So I lived in Brooklyn, and then when I came to Brooklyn, I was just like, it's cool. Brooklyn has this thing about it. It's like, it's dope as hell. New York is dope as hell. But the mentality of the people there, I kind of outgrew it.
Kind of.
And I really outgrew it in a lot of ways. I had, some terrible experiences
and I have something to go with that for you.
Let me hear.
So, when we are stuck in a place around leeches and people that will suck you dry and maggots and snakes, we've got to learn that those are the people who are jealous, and jealousy will have you gossiping about folks that you should be learning from. So instead of being mad at us,
ask a question,
learn.
This
knowledge. Get on in on this shine. Get in on this,
Listen to me, girl. People will hate you to the point where even if it helps themselves,
they won't do
it.
No, just because it's
you.
Yes. And there are a lot of people that are alone and unhappy for a reason. Leave their ass right where you saw them by themselves. Yes. If you have any, share with me. Do you have any that you have? You're on your, okay. So
yeah, it's on my life. So
okay, well, I have one right here.
I have tons.
It says, I'm going to do it in the respect of our great old dirty bastard.
Yes.
So If a nut don't treat your problems like his own, you need a new nut.
That's true. That's the truth.
Yes. You know what I mean.
Because, relationship should be a partner.
Right. Right. No
partnership.
Competition.
Right. But, sad to say, there are a lot of men that compete with their women.
Right.
It's sad, but it's true.
And well, this is a word to the side girls. Ladies, don't go broke buying gifts for you sharing. Make the other bitch go half with you. We sharing him. Let's buy him a gift. I never understand sister wives to the day I die. I just won't get it.
Me either. I am sorry about that.
It's not for my understanding. At this age, I'm no longer explaining basic principles of respect and loyalty. Either you show me already that you know it, or I'm falling back. No in between.
Yeah, I'm 100% person. I cannot half-ass nothing.
Right. And that's good. But another thing I learned from Mr. Rolson today, I don't know if he's still tuned in, he got me looking all tired. That's why I don't even want to stay on the camera, y'all. And the app got me. They got me all the way. So I'm hiding today. I'll be back tomorrow looking all bright and bushy-tailed and fly.
Bubbly.
But anyway, like I said, the show must go on. And I'm still here. I got up at 6:30. Mr. Rolson, this is for you. Sometimes it's better to just let things be, let people go. Don't fight up for closure. Don't ask for explanations. Don't chase answers. And don't expect people to understand where you are coming from. We don't have to explain why we're so dope.
Nope.
We just dope.
Yep.
Because we just are.
Just are.
And you could be dope too if you stop looking to the side at everybody else and what everybody else is doing. Find what you are good at.
Focus on yourself. Yeah. Because there is something that you have that somebody else can learn from or can benefit from.
Yes.
I am in a relationship with myself right now. And I'm committed to inner peace and growth and self-love and gratitude in the universe, because I want every blessing that is waiting for me, every blessing that I've been walking in. And I wouldn't say a blessing that is waiting, because just being able to wake up every day for me is a blessing.
True.
Being able to see my daughter every day, that's a blessing.
So that's what I was going to say. You're so on point. I'm glad. See, tomorrow we're going to do part 2. Chicks and Flicks will be on Truth Vibe TV, and Miss Afia, she's joining me tomorrow too.
Yeah.
But let's give some pointers, because we did say there are some people who don't know how to find what's inside them, right? So you go through adversity. You should always understand that life is not going to always be easy. When you understand that, that's almost half the battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who are you to think that you're not going to have any trials and tribulations in your life?
Yeah.
So what's some advice you have for the people?
Facing adversity, I could write a book. I am
if you want to write a book, I have a program.
We're going to talk about that, because I have a book. I have like 2 books in me right now that I need to write.
I got you, girl. Don't worry.
So look out for the book. It's going to come. But what I'm saying is, facing adversity, I have had to face quite a number of challenges in my short lifespan. And as I said before, I view my life as an adventure. I view every little up, every little down. All the downs I could learn something from, All the ups helps me to celebrate the goodness that goes on in my life. So even though in the moment I might be upset, I might be feeling sorry for myself, it's okay to throw yourself a little pity party. Sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes you have to just let it out. It is a release. You have to embrace every emotion that you're going through.
Right.
Every feeling that you're going through. You should embrace it, because it helps you to develop your character even more. It teaches you mentally how to deal with the next heartache or the next hurdle, and it's muscle memory. You don't even know that you're doing it. You're just going to find that, I got my heart broken, but I don't feel so bad this time.
But then sometimes I say, is that good for me to be so used to it or so? You know what I mean? It's still a double-edged sword. It's still two sides of a coin, but you have to. You know, there are people out here killing themselves over somebody who's going to get up the next day, still mess with the same girl, still do the same thing, and you'll be in the ground, and they're going to live their life.
So I was how do I say this? I hate putting on my personal life.
I mean, if you don't feel comfortable.
Well, I'm going to talk about a friend of mine. She was dating this guy, and, everything was great. And then she just decided to ask him out of the blue one day, like, are we exclusive? Because, everything was, like, fantastic. Mm-hmm. And then he hit her with the remix. He's like, we good and everything, but I'm dating someone else. And, she was like all into him.
Right.
So that like really bruised her ego. So I had to talk to her and, talk her through it. And
well, this is the thing. No one is going to tell you. If they want to be with you and keep what they have going on, they're not going to tell you the truth, because that defeats the purpose of them being able to pull off the game that they're trying to pull off, which is keep both people. And it gets messy when you find out on your own.
Right.
But
I that's the thing. I don't think that he was trying to be messy.
No, he's not trying to be messy.
He was trying to be honest. Both. He was trying to have both.
Oh, but
he was honest when she asked, but he wasn't. She didn't take into consideration that he didn't feel the same way that she did.
Right, and we do that a lot.
But she was going off of the energy that he gave her. Yep. You know what I mean? So it's either a lot of mixed signals going on, or he wants to have his cake and eat it and wants her to be okay with it, which means that he didn't really get to know her, because then he would have known that she's not into sharing.
Right.
Well,
I mean, as long as he gets what he wants out the deal, after that, it's kind of like, okay, well, it's not such a big deal anymore.
I don't think he's getting what he wants out the deal, because she was like, bye.
No, but he got what she already slept with him. Right? Because the ultimate goal for them, if they're not willing to be serious, is they just want to sleep with you. And they want to sleep with you until you find out and either agree to go along with it, because that would make their life easier.
Yeah.
When you tell the truth and the girl says, oh, okay, all right, well, we could still rock. That's what he wants to hear.
Yeah.
If she says, oh, I'm not dealing with that. He's heard that plenty of times before. He's still got the same woman that he's going to have in between all the other women. So he's going to be like, oh, well, it was nice getting it in with you. And call me if you change your mind. Basically, you know what I mean? So, I mean, what can you do? We look at Fab, Emily, Kimbella Jewels, Carmelo, Lala, Cardi B, and Offset, Kirk and Rashida. Out of those couples, they are all married except Kimbella and Jewels, who are about to be married, and Fab and Emily. And I'm feeling like Emily is probably on Fab now that Jewels done did it. And see, look, Fab may be going to jail for that little fight outside the house. So maybe he's about to pop the question too.
It's also cringy. It's just like, ugh.
Is that the only way I can get
like,
you to,
get some
to ask me to marry you is because you're getting ready to go to prison?
I don't know. Like, I feel for these women.
I do.
I feel for these women, because I know
stuck.
what
I've been stuck before.
Yeah, I know what it is to be into a man, and you're convinced in your mind that this is the only man for you.
That's right.
It have 7 billion people on the face of the earth.
But this one
Homo sapien is the only one for you.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll bump your head a million times before you finally
You'll take abuse. You'll take STDs. You'll take, you'll take everything just to say, well, I have the ring, you know, and he come as long as he comes home, he had to sleep every night. Get some self-respect.
Well, I mean, like we said, we're doing that. You become single. So.
And why is single such a bad thing? Single means that you're loving yourself. You're preparing yourself for the person who deserves you.
Let's see. Do you have any comments? Because maybe the people in the audience, I don't have any comments.
Okay, so those of you who are tuned in to my live, hi Tamika, I saw you just joined in. You guys have any comments? You guys have anything y'all want to add to this conversation? It would be nice to hear from some of you.
Yes, we're waiting for Humble Williams to come in the studio. And we're about to take a break. Oh, I missed the break. Let's go to the breakdown. Sorry, Avery.
Golden Glow Cosmetics, specializing in handmade soaps and beauty cosmetics. Proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. You can follow them on Instagram at GoldenGlow_COS. Golden Glow Cosmetics, where glowing skin is always in.
Carrera.
St. James Gate Public House, located at 167 Maplewood Avenue, Maplewood, New Jersey. Proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. www.stjamesgatepublichouse.com. 973-378-2222. The best Guinness this side of the pond. Pronto Printing, proud sponsor of NonFiction Radio, WZYE 95.9 FM, specializing in screen printing, vinyl, and embroidery. Located at 134 Evergreen Place in East Orange, New Jersey, Suite 904. Contact Pronto Printing at 973-640-9720 or prontoprinting973@gmail.com.
Cannon Cigars, proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. You can visit their website at www.cannoncigars.com, Instagram at Cannon Cigars, via email, e-commerce at cannoncigars.com, and area code 212-390-8476. Fresh, discreet, right to your door.
Pronto Printing, proud sponsor of NonFiction Radio, WZYE 95.9 FM, specializing in screen printing, vinyl, and embroidery. Located at 134 Evergreen Place in East 4. Pronto Printing at 973-640-9720 or prontoprinting973@gmail.com.
Free is, nigga. What's free? Free is when nobody else can tell us what to be. Free is when the TV ain't controlling what we see. Told my niggas I need you. Through all the fame, you know I stay true. Pray my niggas stay free. Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I wanna be. Before I'm judged by 12, put a 12 on my feet. Told my niggas I need you. Stay up, I know these times ain't true. Real life was
Since
free.
the lad I was cunning, just got a pad out in London. I keep stacking my money, I need a ladder by summer. 8K shots, niggas ducking straight shots. Been a top dog, that's before the K dots. Cracking in 06, immaculate showmanship. Talking like you Mitch, disastrous on the strip. Holding on your bitch, coulda never sold you a brick. With them people, you never been on the list. Mona Lisa to me ain't nothing but a bitch. Hanging pictures like niggas swinging from his dick. We so different, you thought these didn't exist. The megalodon never seen on his wrist. I'm from the south where they never make it this rich. God is the greatest, but Satan been on his shit. Walking the pavement, I pray I'm illuminated. Over a decade and never nobody's favorite. Pot and kilo go hand in hand like we gamble and huff. My amigo, 1,000,000 grams when we count them and up. You was dead broke, I let you hold it back. You paid for it, but I fuck around and stole the track. Screaming gang, gang, now you wanna rap. Racketeering charges caught them on the tap. Looking for a bond, lawyers want a tax. Purple hair got them faggots on your back.
What's free? Free is when nobody else can tell us what to be. Free is when the TV ain't controlling what we see. Told my niggas I need you. Through all the fame, you know I stay true. Pray my niggas stay free. Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I wanna be. Before I'm judged by 12, put a 12 on my feet. Told my niggas I need you. Stay up, I know these times ain't true. Real life, what's free? Fed investigations, heard they plotting like I trap. 20 million cash, they know I got that off a rap. Maybe it's the Michael Rubens or the Robert Krafts, or the billionaire from Marcy in the way they got my back. See how I prevailed and now they try to knock me back. Lock me in the cell for all them nights and I won't snap. 250 a show and they still think I'm selling crack. When you bring my name up to the judge, just tell them facts. Tell them how we funding all these kids to go to college. Tell them how we ceasing all these wars, stopping violence. Trying to fix the system in the way that they designed it. I think they want me silent. Oh, say you can see, I don't feel like I'm free. Locked down in my cell, shackled from ankle to feet. Judge banging that gavel turned me to slave from a king. Another day in the Bing, I gotta hang from a string. Just for popping a willie, my people march to the city. From a cell to a chopper, view from the top of the city. You can tell how we rockin' soon as I pop it. We litty poppin' like Bad Boy in 94. Big Poppin' and Diddy and niggas counting me out. Like my account ain't busy, that's 5,000,020. Sit up and count till I'm dizzy. Phantom 500,000, 100 round in a stizzy. Is we beefin' a rappin', I might just pop it with Drizzy. Like what's free? Free is when nobody else can tell us what to be. Free is when the TV ain't controlling what we see. Told my niggas I need you. Through all the fame, you know I stay true. Pray my niggas stay free. Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I wanna be. Before I'm judged by 12, put a 12 on my feet. Told my niggas I need you. Stay up, I know these times ain't true. Real life, what's free?
In the land of the free where the blacks enslaved. 3/5 of a man, I believe's the phrase. I'm 50% of Duce and it's debt free, yeah. 100% of Ace of Spade, worth half a beat. Rock Nation, half of that, that's my piece. 100% of title to bust it up with my G's. Smokes my niggas won't ever work together. You run a checker, but they never give you leverage. No red hat, don't Michael and Prince me and yay. They separate you when you got Michael and Prince's DNA. I ain't one of these house niggas you bought. My house like a resort. My house bigger than yours, my spot. Come on, man. My route better, of course. We started without food in our mouth. They gave us pork and pig intestines. Shit you discarded that we ingested. We made the project a wave. You came back, reinvested and gentrified it. Took niggas since the pride, now how that's free. And them people stole the soul and hit niggas with 360s. I ain't got a billion streams, got $1 billion. Inflating numbers like we po be happy about this. We was praising Billboard, but we were young. Now I look at Billboard like, is you dumb? To this day, grandma afraid what I might say. They gonna have to kill me, grandmama, I'm not their slave. Check out the bazaar, rapping style used by me. The HOV, look at my hair free, carefree. Niggas ain't near free, enjoy your change. What's your employer name with the hairpiece? I survive the hood, can't no shaitan rob me. My account's so good, I'm practically living tax-free. Factory, that's me. Sold drugs, got away, scot-free. That's a CCE, copy, guilt-free. Still me, and expect me to not feel away. To this day, you would say, y'all kill me. Sucker free, no shucking me. I don't jive turkey. Say happy Thanksgiving, shit sound like a murder to me. Smoke free, all of y'all calling out toll free. Label rob you for millions, yet you wanna put a hole in me. Sugar free, season but I'm salt free. You lay a hand on hold my shooter, shoot for free. I promise World War III. Send an order through a hands free. Kill you in 24 hours or shorter, you can't ignore the hand speed. On guard, it's off the head, this improv, but it's no comedy. Sign I fail, hell nah. Ha 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 ha.
You don't keep my line no more. Oh, oh, you don't make it ring, 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 ring. I can't keep this on the low. I want you to make it
first, I can't decide. I want to, but a bitch got pride. Switching up shit is what I can't fuck with. I'm feeling you, but you hard to get in touch with. And you ain't hit me up in a while, acting like you don't know a number to dial. You quit, then that's it, I'ma throw in the towel. Cause a nigga only gon' do what you allow. You don't want this gun smoke, been a text with your nose so your thumb broke. I don't care if we get into it and I stall on your ass, but I still wake up to miss calls from your ass, nigga.
No more. You don't make it ring, 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 ring. I can't keep this on the low. I want you to make it ring, 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 ring.
Nah, nigga, nah, you gon' have to call me. Cause I'm looking at these messages, they on me. Acting like they ain't niggas that want me. Let another nigga in your spot, and you gon' be hot, nigga, call me. You gon' be sick to your stomach. Hit me when you free, 1-800. It's emergency, call me 911. Cause right now I'm out here tryna find someone. The ring on my phone, ring on my finger. You acting like you ain't tryna do either. What's a good girl? Watch me turn diva. Here goes my heart.
You don't keep my line no more. You don't make it ring, 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 ring. I can't keep this on the low. I want you to make it ring, 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 ring. You used to be on my line, on my tip all the time, yeah. Love it when you make me feel like you don't mind when I ain't got time for you. You know it don't go to my head. I'm only breaking in bed. I just love to know you wanna spend time with me instead. Now you all caught up, yeah, you all caught up, and you done left me alone, yeah. You was all fed up, ready for the next step, wanna be on your own. Said I just miss you, I just miss us, baby. All I know is you don't keep my line no more. You don't make it ring, 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 ring. I can't keep this on the low. I want you to make it ring, ring, ring,
All that I wanted was. All that I wanted was. All that I wanted was. Don't come around asking me for another chance, no. Cause I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. Classic Beats. Never thought it'd be this hard. Moving on from your love. Been down this road before, and now I'm dragging ass back. I swear I'd never be this low. You had other plans, oh. Promised to be my friend, but you left and now you're back again. How am I supposed to believe a word you say when the promises you made were just lies from the gate? All that I wanted was love. After we spent all this time, put it on me so good, I almost lost my mind. You give me none of your love. After we spent all this time, put it on me so good. You didn't wanna be mine. Don't come around asking me for another chance, no. Cause I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. Don't come around asking me for another chance, no, no. Cause I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. You must think you're dealing with a fool. You must have me all the way confused, yeah. Thinking that some flowers and some candy and your sweet words, baby, please forgive me, will sway me. But baby, you
got another thing coming, man. You're not a part of my master plan. I moved on, got a better man, so you'll never be part of my plans again. How am I supposed to believe a word you say when the promises you made were just lies from the gate? All that I wanted was love. After we spent all this time, put it on me so good, I almost lost my mind. You give me none of your love, I give you all of my time. Put it on me so good, you didn't want to be mine. Don't come around asking me for another chance, no, 'cause I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. Don't come around asking me for another chance. No, no, 'cause I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. No, no. Don't come around here asking for another chance, 'cause I don't want you no more. No. No.
Thank you. I bet there's a lot of us who can relate to that.
Oh my God, girl, and let me tell you something. That song is really art imitates life. You know what I mean? Because I know for a fact there are tons of women who go through that.
Definitely.
There are tons of women who go through what I'm singing about. So
yeah, so we were talking about, you know, the strategies of getting back on your feet or trying to push your way through tragedy, trials, tribulations. It doesn't always look. Relationships is the #1 topic that everybody talks about, but it doesn't mean that everything that you're going through has to do with a relationship.
Right.
You know, sometimes it's the place where you are that you bring that negative energy to yourself because of where you are, and you attract what you are, they say a lot of times. So I think it was good when you said, you know, you can't blame the man all the time.
Right. That's what I said. Women have to take a lot of accountability and a lot of responsibility for their actions and the situations that they get themselves in.
Yes.
Now, as I said before, a lot of us have grown up in you know, societies and families where dysfunction was normal.
Yes.
So, you know, it perpetuates a cycle because then you have children and you grow them up in that same they see the same things going on, so that's the exact same things that they're going to do. Because children, they don't listen to what you say. They watch what you do, and they take example from it.
True. Very true. So, you know, at some point, ladies, when we're not sure about this situation, you know, the minute we meet some guy, 2 days later, we're imagining ourselves in the wedding gown. 2 days
Guilty.
Later, you know, but when you have children, really, I mean, look at all the stories in the news of boyfriends harming children who are not theirs, who they just met the female. She already got him watching her kids. 6 months in, and you leaving your child with this stranger who's still a stranger. Because honestly, you don't know somebody in the first 6 months.
Right.
To me, that's when you might have the first argument around the 3rd month, but definitely maybe by the 6th month you will have had like one big blowout argument.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you're questioning, like, wait, hold up.
Yeah, who is this person?
Yeah, exactly. But we don't stop there.
No.
We give it another chance and another chance, and then we have our children involved. So one thing I had to learn personally is to separate.
Yes.
You know, you want your child to meet the person because they're like dogs. They can sniff out all day. Like, they'll be like, you don't know why, they just won't like the person. And you're like, why, mommy? Well, I call my daughter mommy. Why? I like him. He's nice. I mean, I don't like him. And I'm like,
Oh,
well, because, sometimes they can see what you don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, sometimes we get caught up in the cloud and the bubble of liking this person. And you don't really pay attention to the hidden signs. The hidden signs that are in plain sight for everybody else to see. Right. But because you're so in love, you're blinded.
And sometimes we know in the back of our head, but we won't admit it to ourselves.
Yeah.
But I like to write everything down. That's what helps me. Because if this day he disappeared, and then it's been good for 3 days, 4 days, and then all of a sudden
he disappears again. Patterns.
Yes.
Patterns.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's unfortunate, like we said, when we give our all and we don't get it back, then we're in a rage, because you spent your time. Time is money, and time you can't get time.
Not only that, a lot of it has to do with your ego.
Right.
I had to learn that, because you would be wrapped up in a person because of what they bring to your ego, how they stroke your ego, how they make you feel about yourself. And, oh my God, he's so fun. I can't believe he likes me. And oh my God, we doing this and we doing that and we doing the other. It's really a stroking of your ego. So when something happens to bruise that, or to take that person off the pedestal that you had them on, that's where the hurt and the rage comes in. So that's why I always say, you embrace the different emotions and the different things that you go through and learn from it. Yes. This is how I am when I'm angry. This is what happens to me when I get upset. This is what triggers me. Knowing what triggers you too is a very, very important part of knowing yourself. Because some people, you see them go through the same things over and over and over and over and over, like they're not even learning, because they're used to their triggers. Some people, remember, some people, they thrive off of dysfunction. Right. Some people thrive off of being the victim, for people to be feeling sorry for them and stuff like that.
Some people, you cheat on them once, they not having it ever.
Ever.
Cut you off, that's it. That's a deal breaker. I'm not dealing with that. But I think, if we look at the women that we just mentioned, Emily has her own, she has her own life in terms of money. She doesn't have to be with that because of the money. She's a design.
A stylist, right? She's a stylist. Yeah.
But the children come in, and that's when it makes it difficult. I'm sure Lala, she's been married, and their son. That's a lot when you think about becoming separated, but still having to raise children.
Yeah. Look at Tammy and Waka Flocka. I think they're a very good example of a man, they got married and stuff like that, and he slept around, and she found out, and she broke it off with him. And she had him in the doghouse for a while, and he had to prove himself to be led back in the family home, even when he was led back in her home, even in the bed.
Well, Rashida did the same thing. My question is, though, if you have these beautiful women, all of these ladies are beautiful ladies, why is that not enough?
Because, I'm going to say it to you again, men are intimidated by strong, beautiful women. And for some men, it's like they have to go out there and see if they still got it. Right. For some, it's, I can have what I want. I'm a grown man and I can do what I want. Some of them are like that. Some of them are weak to temptation. Their character's not fully developed where they can say, I have my woman, and I'm just going to find different ways to love her instead of going to find different people to love.
Well, our problem too as women, and men will tell you all the time, we talk about men, but we never listen to what they say about them. So we think we understand men when we don't.
Right.
So if there are any men on your feed right now that can explain outside of what Afia's saying, we'd love to hear it.
Yes.
Because it can help us maybe, I don't know if I could say deal with it, because I still won't be able to deal with it, but, just to maybe
some women would need like clarity and so that would be the purpose. Because me, honestly, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not. It's just a deal breaker.
Yeah, you know what? Because I always want to be this power couple.
Right.
See, that's what I want, and it's like once you tarnish that, it's so
hard to get it back. It's broken. Once it's broken, it's broken.
I'm not in the mic. Oh, okay. So they can come. They can come because we only have a few minutes. Time flies when you kicking it with another queen.
Right?
That's why we
had a blast today.
Thank
you
for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's been a long time that we've been meaning to make this happen.
We're gonna have Humble come into the studio and talk about his book. And actually, we were in Shakedown together.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you guys, if you haven't seen Shakedown episodes 1 through 3. Somebody hit it that they saw, I guess, when we was robbing people.
Shakedown. Shout out to our director, Mr. Randy J. Sean Jackson. He is awesome. His cousin Humble Williams is here right now. He's come to talk about his book. So we're going to open up the floor to him. But yeah, you guys can, if you want to check out Shakedown, it's on YouTube. It's a remake to Set It Off.
Right.
It's
an East
Coast version of Set It Off.
California version.
Right.
But guess what? We're in another movie together, co-produced by myself.
Yes.
It will be premiering on Valentine's Day in Teaneck, New Jersey at Cedar Lane Cinema. So you guys come out. She played the role to death that I gave her. She was the perfect part. So we'll still be working together as well. So welcome, Humble, to the building.
Hi.
What took you so long?
Traffic. I'm so sorry. I do apologize.
So I'm trying to find the applause for you. Hold on a second. Effects.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I'm trying to get that applause. I think Avery's doing it for me, right? So we have like 5 minutes left of the show, and you got it all to yourself. So let's talk about it. What's going on? That book that you wrote was very touching. A lot of people take life for granted. They do not, realize when they say other people have it worse, sometimes other people have it worse. And we don't even have the capacity to deal with some of the things that other people are able to deal with. So you wrote your book about, about your life and what you're diagnosed as.
Muscular dystrophy.
Muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you've had that, or you were diagnosed when you were 12?
No, age of 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they said you would not last
until 12. Yeah.
And how old are you now?
I'm 42.
42. Oh my God.
Oh, that's right.
A round of applause. Listen to me. God can do anything.
Yes.
And trust me.
Yeah. So so you were 5 years old. Diagnosed with muscular dystrophy, and what did that mean? At 5 years old, you probably didn't even really know what that meant.
No, not really. All I remember is seeing my mom cry.
Okay.
And at times where I knew I understood why she was crying so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in front of me, she tried to be strong.
Right.
But sometimes, I look around, see her crying, or not fully understanding what on up the face.
Right. Okay, so you weren't able to walk for a long time, or you once you went into the hospital the first time, you never walked again.
No, what happened was basically I kept falling down a lot.
Okay.
And people would tell my mom, "Oh, he just a boy. Boys fall." You know?
Right.
But another instinct.
Yeah.
They know there's something
wrong.
Something inside. So at that time, she took me to
Okay, we have to take a break. We'll come right back. I'm sorry. We have 9:57 break.
Orange, Juice Bar and Outdoor Cafe, located at 189 Main Street, Orange, New Jersey. Proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. Instagram, orange.juice.bar. Smoothies, shakes, and health. NonFiction Photo Suite, proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM, NonFiction Radio. Located at 134 Evergreen Place, Suite 904 in East Orange, New Jersey. Specializing in photography, videography, and print. Nonfiction booking at gmail.com, 862-205-9817.
This program is brought to you by Taxco Incorporated. They provide tax preparation, IRS resolution, accounting, business consulting, and wealth building services. Taxco has offices located at 1733 Springfield Avenue, Maplewood, New Jersey, 8 First Avenue, Bloomfield, New Jersey, and 293 First Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. The web address is www.taxco.co, and the phone number is 973-762-7299.
Golden Glow Cosmetics, specializing in handmade soaps and beauty cosmetics. Proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. You can follow them on Instagram at GoldenGlow_COS. Golden Glow Cosmetics, where glowing skin is always in.
You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, Maplewood, New Jersey, broadcasting from Essex County.
You're listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, Maplewood, New Jersey, broadcasting from Essex County.
Okay, welcome back. We have had an action-packed female Supergirl Wonder Woman show, but now we're gonna let some testosterone in the room because we need the testosterone sometimes. You know, we like it.
We like it.
Yeah, even when we don't like it. So, thank you for coming, Humble.
Definitely.
And you were talking about your book. So tell everyone again, what's the title of the book?
It's the Andre Williams story.
Okay. And the story began, at 5 years old, you were diagnosed with muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
Okay, so what has your life been like since then?
A roller coaster, ups, downs, heartaches. Being disabled is not easy.
Right.
But I came to realize that it may be a little bit harder living a normal life than actually being disabled. All my life, I fought to be normal.
Right.
As you could say, normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had a full life. I had children.
That is my first question. I don't know if I got to that part in my book. How did that happen? The regular way?
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah. I ain't mad at you. How many kids
Listen
you got?
to me. I've always heard there is a butter for everybody's bread.
Right.
Everybody has somebody out there for them.
True. Yeah. The girl, was it the girl that you had the crush on in the book? Because I don't think I got to.
Well, I had 4 different baby moms.
Oh, wow.
He's a hot boy. He's a hot boy. He got
baby
4
moms.
baby moms.
No, when you first hear that, it's like, oh, he's a player, you know what I'm saying? But I can honestly say I've been in love 4 times.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I believe that if something doesn't work out, I don't feel you
should
drop
give up
yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. That's what we were just saying.
We was talking about that, yeah.
Definitely. So, yeah, I had 4 beautiful baby moms, 5 beautiful kids, healthy, strong, And
how was that for you? Were you Were you worried that they would inherit your disorder? How was that for you?
First, I'm gonna tell you, my faith in God is beyond. You know what I mean? So it's like I actually never really thought about it. I think I was so wrapped up into actually being with someone that actually wanted to be with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's not
beautiful. Yeah.
But if they came out healthy.
Yeah.
Right. How many boys, how many girls, and what's their ages?
I had 3 boys and 2 girls.
Okay.
My oldest son is 21. My youngest is 6. I had a 7-year-old, a 9-year-old, and 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you have teenagers and preteens.
Yeah.
And a young adult. Yeah.
So what has been the biggest blessing within your tribulation?
The biggest blessing? I would really say having my kids.
Right.
But I would really say being a father. And, let me say that, being a daddy. Yeah, you could be a father really easily.
Yeah.
But when you're
being
there,
a daddy.
When you're there when your child falls and cries your name, it's just something about that feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing them come from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually talking to you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Having their own opinions, and
Right.
you look at them like, wow.
Right.
I made this thing.
That's right. That's right.
Like my daughter Andrea, she's amazing. It's like out of all my children, she's like the one that, the one that's like take care of you.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like she starts already. You know, she's there for me if I need something. Daddy, you okay? You know.
That's good.
That's beautiful.
So unfortunately, we are at the end of the show. I'm sorry that you were able to make it. I know they in there like, get up, Erica, get out, boss lady. We know you the boss, but you ain't the boss no more because it's 10 o'clock. So did you bring your book to show us the cover?
No,
I mean, I have it up. So
yeah, it should be online.
Okay.
It's an Andre Brand story. Amazon.com. It's a great read.
Definitely.
Be ready, be prepared.
Okay, I mean, I guess we'll have
So
to
you
have
guys
to-
heard that.
Yes.
Go pick up the book. It's on Amazon.com. The Andrea Williams story. And, let us know. Let us know your thoughts.
Definitely. Thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. Please come back. Just if she's not here, y'all can come and visit me too at NonFictionRadio.com Thursday nights. Check us out tomorrow. We'll be on Chicks and Flicks.
Tomorrow we'll be on Chicks and Flicks. We'll be live.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week.
See you guys next week.